winning teams, 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
This is second nature, all is automatic.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Tackled at about the 35. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
It's a pickup of 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara.
Complete to Josiah.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Check.
Brady. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
12-yard line.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Shotgun now for Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down. Brady now on 1st down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
57 to Mike.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Here's 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Aguilar has it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
An 8-yard
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Muhammad. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Jones, the ball carrier.
And there's the anchor of this line, Big Vita Vea on the tackle. Former first-round pick in his 3rd season now out of the University of Washington.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
First down, Packers.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field. Defense, let's move.
Rodgers now on first down. He'll find Aguara complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll go with Jones. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Here's a give to Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
First down.
It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 42 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run the counter. Muhammad, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
The ball carrier.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. On 1st down, Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. A quick throw, but incomplete.
It feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, it's Brady. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Pick there by Nick Nelson, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And
one of the underrated aspects of Davante Adams' game is his toughness. He had to battle his way through injury last year, and while his numbers may have dipped, He was still the #1 target for the Green Bay Packers and their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, and still one of the best receivers in the league. Constantly works on his footwork, constantly works on how he gets away from the...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35. Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. They'll run it. This is Muhammad, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
The ball carrier.
A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year, and the Packers have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department, as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for. And take it.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to...
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
To Aaron Jones.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's got room. 20. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. Now Jones. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. The kick by Crosby is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So the difference is 6 points as we get set to resume action here in this third quarter of play. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. After the penalty, it's Fournette, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Brady, he'll set up the screen to Fournette. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down. Interesting note about our two quarterbacks, Brady and Rodgers. This is sort of a rubber match for these guys. They've been around a long time. We all know that, but they've only met twice before, with Rodgers winning in 2014 and then Brady leveling the score in 2018.
58, boys, 58, 58 for Mike. I got him. 58 for Mike, 58, 58 for Mike. Rip, coming for you, son. I'm coming for you,
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And he finds Howard complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
58 for Mike. Watch the fly. Watch the fly. Watch the fly. 72. And 58, 72.
Brady to throw again. This is Miller, complete. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
4 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Good position to be in here. 2nd and inches.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G. 58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check the backer, check the backer.
A toss running left, Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
First and goal at the 40.
The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Right, 50. Set a tone,
Shotgun now for Brady. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
I can't believe they even let you play. Check. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. 58, boys, 58, Mike. They can't hang with us. Check it, reload.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Tie your rope. 3 down. 72.
Brady going to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Here's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
No, 66. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. You're not ready.
Now this time, Brady will throw to Evans on the slant. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 33.
33-yard attempt.
Succop's kick is good. And that will tie the score now at 9 apiece. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, what was 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
Ryan Succop set to kick off.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
The fullback up the middle. Fumbled on the play. Recovered by the offense. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now it's the backup Mariota. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010.
And it's 3rd down.
Packers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be third and a mile. They'll run with Muhammad. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Push him back. Push him back. Mike, 55. Mike, 55.
From the gun, Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. They're targeting Godwin once more, this time complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Big stop, dude. Big stop. Let's go. 58, boy. 58. 58. Come on.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. He's got Evans. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
If Jason Pierre-Paul just manages to stay on the field and play 16 games, we could have double-digit sack numbers and then some, because over his first 2 seasons in Tampa Bay, 21 sacks, earned himself a new contract, but hasn't been fully healthy. If Jason Pierre-Paul is that guy, look out. We'll see more plays as we just saw there.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 15.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun. Rodgers. He sets to fire and got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play for the Pack on 3rd. And even 40 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Muhammad. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bucs 19-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mariota. Completes it to Aguilar. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
A great play there. with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 16.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is T.J. Logan to return it. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Logan on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
And 10.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike by 5. Mike by 5. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Check it.
To throw is Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a 1-score game here in the 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now Brady. Incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey,
Back to throw. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
Well, whenever you talk about players that really broke out in the 2019 season, you better add Chris Godwin to that list. Over 1,300 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. He was 2nd among receivers last season receiving yards per game at 95. This guy combines great body control, excellent strength, and terrific route running ability to become a really big downfield threat.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Again, it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Mike Evans. Incomplete.
On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. 3 for 3 so far, and a fourth would win it. And this one is right down Broadway. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there. Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Today's final score, Buccaneers 19.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair. Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot. So for the Buccaneers, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.